Hi, in this video I will show you how you can set up the Maillayer on a VPS. So first of all you have to get a license, go to the pricing and just buy any of these license, and after that you can go access the license over here, information over here, how you. So after that, after getting license, you will get email to activate the account, and after that you will get the invite to the GitHub repository, and then you have to accept it, and after that you have to clone that repository on your GitHub account. So this is the simple things. And now you have the software on your GitHub account like this, and now we have to create a VPS. So I'm using the DigitalOcean. You can use any Hetzner and other things. So let's create the VPS first, and I'm going to use, the reason is whatever you want. I'm using New York, and we need OS is Ubuntu. We need a regular one, and for this we need at least 2 GB RAM, and I'm going to choose this 4 GB for now, just for the demo. And you can use for password SSH key for authentication to log in on your server. So I'm just using the password. Just create a droplet. Droplet is creating. Have your VPS is ready. Just click on this. Okay. So and now we are going to install our software that is also open source. That is like a hosting software installed on your VPS. So we're going to use Qualify. It's like a Heroku and a version, but you can install it on our VPS. So we are going to use this to deploy the Maillayer. And now just click on this self-host version, and you just have to run this command to install it. Just see this single command. And now you have to log into your server. So on the DigitalOcean, if you see there's a console, so they have a webin console, and you can just, if you click on it, so you can just access on this this thing. Yeah, otherwise you can use SSH login, like SSH root at the IP address, and then you have to enter the password. But now on the web it's super easy. Just have to go to the DigitalOcean and just click on the console. It will log in into your server. Now you have to paste command to run the Qualify, this command, and just enter it. This will take around 60 seconds, maybe less than that, and this will install the hosting deployment manager kind of thing, just like a Vercel. See that Qualify is installed on the IP on the server, and you can access on this IP with this IP colon 8000 port. Just copy this. Now you can close this. You don't need this now server, and just access this. So when you browse this will register first time root user. So let me give it a root user, this, and you can use an email address. And just register it. Password must be contain at least one symbol. Okay. Register it. So now it's done. Just you can also skip the onboarding. Yeah, just get started. Just see. I'm just going to skip the onboarding. There's nothing to do with that. Okay. So now you can access this your hosting manager kind of software interface, that is a Qualify installed on your VPS. This is the IP address that is accessible, and I suggest you to use a domain that is like good. So I'm going to set up the domain on this hosting manager. Go to the setting, and I'm going to use this domain, something called let's suppose, so I have to put the instance domain HTTPS like Coolify. Let's use Coolify dot visafreelist.com. Just give an instance name like Coolify hosting, anything, and after that just save it. When you save this, and now you have to point a record to this DNS and this IP, server IP. If you go over here and this IPv4 IP, copy this IP and go to your DNS, a record, and subdomain would be Coolify.visafree. So by default, we will take the domain Coolify, a record, and put the IP address of the server and just add it. So when you add this a record, Coolify, go back over here and go to the server and go to this localhost and just restart the proxy. So this will like give the SSL to the custom domain and it will start working on it. Okay, now we will go to the custom domain that we set it up, and this will redirect with the login. So now we have to log in now. And just logged in. Okay, so now your hosting manager is ready. So now you have to create a project. You go to the projects, add a project, Maillayer client, continue, go to the production, add new resources. So now you have to select this private repository with GitHub apps, click on this and add a GitHub app, continue, and now you have to use this. Okay, yeah, all GitHub webhook will be sent to this endpoint. Okay, so use this, register now, create GitHub app, and this will redirect to this now this one. Okay, now install a repository on GitHub. So which repository you wanna use? Some select here all. So I'm just gonna use this Maillayer that we have the Maillayer client and install it. So now your GitHub app is installed, and if you go back to the projects, and also just use your custom domain now, because GitHub is using the main public IP, that is this IP. So now we have to switch to Coolify for the further setups. So now go back to the Maillayer client, add new resources and private repository, and select this app that we set it up. There's no issue though. Now this app have your GitHub repositories access list now, and by default is one repository, so you select it and just click on this load repository. And now you have to select this build webpack to the Docker file and just continue. So now this is the configuration page, and there is one thing we want to change, because we want to use this Maillayer software on a custom domain. Okay, so let's change this over here domain HTTPS. We will use, let's suppose, mail.visafreelist.com. So we want to use this domain for the Maillayer client things. After that, just save it. You have to save it. After changing anything, you have to save it. Okay, it's still not deployed, but we have to save it. Now we need a Redis and we need a MongoDB. These two databases is using this software. So Now you have to go back to the projects, go to the Maillayer client, and there's an application is there. Now if you see there is a resources on the above, the new button, click on this new button and you can search for Redis. Just click on this Redis and just start it. Nothing else. You don't have to do anything. Just click on this and start. So the database is started now and this is running. So we need the Redis URL. If you this and just copy this and now open something called some code editor and paste over, just save it for now. Redis string URL. We need this URL later. Now we have to do the same for MongoDB. We have to do the same. Go to the projects, go to the Maillayer projects, and we have the application and we have one database is a Redis. Now we have to add another resources by clicking on this new button. Search for MongoDB. MongoDB is here. Now if you want to give this database name, just I can keep it as it is, no change. Just start this. So now this is now is running it, and now if you scroll down, you see the Mongo URL. Just click on this I button and copy this Mongo URL and just save it for now. Mongo URL. So we got the Redis URL and Mongo URL. So we need these two things. Okay. Now go back to the projects, go to the Maillayer client and go to the application. Now we need to put the environment variables. Okay. You have this developer view, click on. Now if you see, this is the production environment variable. So we need some production environment variables. So here if you can find on the Maillayer docs page as well as you can find these variables on the docs page. Node.env is a production. So base URL, you have to use this base URL of that we have this thing, Maillayer. Maillayer base URL is this thing. A tracking secret that email have, so you can choose any secret for now. I'm just putting this thing. You should change something else, something like this. And the MongoDB URL. So just copy this MongoDB URL from here, cut it over and paste it over here like this. And we need also Redis URL as well as. So put it those over here and over here. And we need the Next.js secret also. These two secrets, this one Next.js off and tracking. You need this. We don't need this thing. No, we have this Mongo URL, Redis URL. So just copy this and go to the environment variable, click on developer view and paste it over here. And this save all environment variable button, just save on it. So you also save the environment variables. If you go back to the channel, so I forgot to mention earlier that we added the domain, but we didn't add a record for this mail. So we also have to use the same server IP, that is IP, and we have to use mail name, because mail.visa free list. This will point to the a record and IP address. So we have to just do it like this. Okay. So now we added the custom domain, we install Redis, we install MongoDB, and we added the environment variable. So now time is to deploy it. Just if you see this button, just deploy this. Now this will deploy the Maillayer client software. If you see that is finished and is started, is running it. And if you go to the deployments tab, and this is success. And if you see it on the links, and you can access this mail.visalist.com. So yes, so again in the Maillayer you have to set up your main admin account. This will be the first time. Manage app. And create account. So yes, now your Maillayer is set it up. Let's create your first brand is iconbuddy. Okay, iconbuddy.com. Yeah, let's create visafreelist.com. visafreelist.com. is a free list, create a brand. So yes, now your brand is created, and view details, and you can see the campaign, you can see the this is the verification, because you can't send the emails until the verification is required. So I will tell the verification matter into the second video. I will complete this is showing about the Maillayer, what is the Maillayer. So you can create, and you have to I will complete into the next video. So just this is the setting up. So we'll meet you into the second video.